Here's a video for handwriting the letter Z. So the first thing we're going to do is always write our name at the top of a paper. So I'm going to go ahead and write my name here. You can write your name on your paper. And we're working on learning how to write the letter Z. Now remember, Z is like the zigzagging zebra. Has the Z sound. So, on this paper, they want us to find the pictures that start with the letter Z. So this first picture, I think it's a picture of a sled, like you ride on in the snow. And sled does not start with Z. So what we're going to do is we're going to put an X on that picture. The next picture looks like a purse. Purse. That doesn't sound like it starts with the letter Z either, so I'm going to mark through that one. The next is a picture of a place where wild animals live. I think that place is called a zoo. Does zoo start with a Z? It sure does. So we're going to leave that one, and you get to color that however you want when we're done. Now we're looking at a picture of the number 0. 0. That sounds to me like it starts with the letter Z. The next picture is a picture of a hat. Hat. So I'm going to go ahead and mark off the hat because it doesn't start with a Z. The next picture, it's like an airplane, kind of like a big hot air balloon airplane. But that kind of airplane is an old-fashioned airplane called a Zeppelin. Zeppelin. So that one does start with Z. We're going to leave that there. Next, I see a pail or a bucket. Bucket. That doesn't start with Z. What about zipper? That starts with Z. The next one looks like a hippo. Hippo. No Z there. What about a spider web? Web. No. And the last picture is a zebra. So now you can take your crayons and colored pencils and color these however you want. You might want to color your lion yellow or whatever you want to color it. You just do what you want to color on those. Now let's go to the bottom and let's practice writing the uppercase Z. So I'm going to start at the star. Remember, letters start at the top. So I'm going to start at the star. And let me make my pen just a tiny bit bigger. We're going to slide over, diagonal down, and slide over. Do you see how that capital letter is touching the top line and the base line? So right here they started for us. We're going to slide straight over, diagonal down, slide straight over. Remember, I don't want my letters to be floating, to have this spot underneath. We want always our letters, our capital letters, to touch the top and the bottom, right on the line. Also, remember, if you were the teacher, would this be a good Z? No, it's too skinny. And this Z would be way too big. So go ahead and finish your Z starting at the stars. On the bottom, we're going to do a lowercase z, and you can see it starts with the star. But the only difference is it's going to stay between the midline and the baseline. So I'm going to slide straight across, diagonal down, slide straight across. Slide straight across, diagonal down, slide straight across. I also don't want to see these floating letters right here. We want them to touch the baseline. So make sure that you're going straight across the midline, diagonal down, straight across the baseline. We also don't want to see any skinny Z's, lowercase, and no fat Z's on the lowercase. So go ahead and finish writing your letters on that side and color your pictures. Then when you're done, you can flip it over to the page. Here's the letter Z, and like we did yesterday, we're going to color the capital letters blue. So those are the big Z's. Big is capital. So I'm going to find all the capital Z's and color them blue. I think there's all of the capital Z's. And then I'm going to color the lowercase z's red. So the smaller z's are called lowercase z's. And we're going to color those ones red. I'm sure your coloring is going to look much nicer than mine. Okay. Then you're going to practice writing uppercase z's. You get to trace them on this line, and then you're going to write your own on this line. Same thing for the lowercase z's. I want you to trace all the way across. And then you're going to draw your own all the way across on those lines. When you're done, be sure to take a picture and send it to your teacher.